Thank you, Maddie. That was a perfect song for this morning. Have you ever seen the rain? Good morning, everybody. It's so nice to be back, and it's so nice to see everybody. We've all been out this summer doing our various activities, and now we get to come back for the water communion. And what a fitting day. We got liquid sunshine out there welcoming us back. So we're glad that you joined us today for worship, whoever you are, whatever your theological, spiritual, political, sexual, or racial orientation or gender identity, you are welcome to worship here and become a part of this community. We are a welcoming community, open to people who come to us from many backgrounds and faith traditions. We are not bound to any statement of belief, nor are our members required to subscribe to a celebrate diversity, acceptance, development, spiritual growth for all ages. Our faith, Unitarian Universalism, involves the intentional creation of community and connections that support a free search for truth everywhere. Number of announcements. Coming up, we have the Coffee House next Saturday, and the house is going to be 6:30 p.m. on Thursday. Anybody who's available, we would certainly welcome the support. We have our trans support group that meets 7:30 p.m. on Friday. The Friends of Dorothy AA, 6 p.m. on Saturday. I mentioned the Open Road Coffee House Saturday at 7 p.m. The doors open at 7. They start playing at 7:30. Next Sunday will be the service with Reverend Danielle. And I won't read through the rest of these, but you have the insert that tells you more about them. We also have, if anybody is interested, we have a number of committees that help to support this community of service. We have the Prudential Committee, which I have just been elected the chair of, and that's why I'm up here. I warned the committee members not to vote me in, but I told them I was old and forgetful and ornery, and those are my better qualities, but they voted me in anyway. We also have several other committees, and I'm just going to list those quickly so you will know. The Music and Worship Committee is Rick Snee. Building and Grounds is Julie Snee. Religious Education, Denise Wall-Marlin and Janine Whitehouse. Outreach is Julie Snee. So if you're interested in helping out in any of those committees, please see any of the chairs of the committees. Pardon? Oh, and fundraising. Who is fundraising? Oh, they don't have the chair. Fundraising. Okay, Debbie is a good one to talk to, or Aaron. Okay. And we do have some availability of positions. They don't pay real well. In fact, if you join a committee, I promise I'll pay you twice as much as I make in my position. Okay. I think that's all of the announcements. Anybody else have? Yes, Debbie.
Yeah, fundraising committees for the first small fundraiser in Churchill. And that's going to be a clothing sale. So they rent a table for $20, and all the proceeds of your table goes to you. And it's for people within the church, and we're going to be reaching out outside the church that might want to rent a table space. And that will be next month. And there's a sign-up sheet if you're interested of the hall. And you can see me or Aaron for any questions, and we'll have more information hopefully by next week.
Okay, very good. Yes.
Prudential committee is meeting at 11:30.
Yes, the Prudential committee is meeting at 11:30. We also have a position for a clerk open at that meeting if anybody would be interested. Rick, go ahead.
Just real quick, music and worship, we'll meet real quick during coffee hour. I just want to show you what I'm doing in the planning center. I'm sure you all got a planning center invite. Probably wonder why am I a worship associate today? You're not necessarily, it follows plan.
Denise.
Music and worship.
And next week, after service during coffee hour, RE is going to meet to talk about, if anyone wants to volunteer and help out, during the services during the year, we would love some volunteers. No high stakes, but if someone already, once or twice, that would be really helpful.
Okay. Anything else? Yes, Michelle.
I did a March barbecue this summer. It was too much to use my training fire pit. So this Thursday, I'm hosting fire pit and pop-up at my home living. This is a invite with all the details in the church community. Our private church is an event reminding us. It starts at 5 o'clock. Fire pit, fire pit.
Very good, thank you. Anybody else? Any other announcements? All right, then I would like to welcome Jude Campbell up for some opening words.
Good morning. Guided by love, secured by hope, and made courageous by faith, we gather together at a moment of beginning. Both learning and teaching, welcoming the injured and the healing, ever seeking justice, we bless this church with our love. With pilgrims and seekers, growing children, cherished seniors, guided by pillars and by leaders, we bless this church with our hope. Praying and resolving, trusting and involving, some settled, some evolving, we bless this church with our faith. Let us receive our ingathering as a gift. May it inspire renewed commitment to our great covenant of love, hope, and faith. May our eyes be open to the opportunities for broad ministry within, throughout, and beyond. And may the blessings we come to know through that vision be a blessing to the world. Amen. If you all please stand and join us in our chalice lighting and straight on into the affirmation. Julie is going to assist me this morning. Kindling this flame of our liberal heritage in our chalice of community, let us open to the presence of the sacred. And on to the affirmation. Love is the doctrine of this church, the quest for truth its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve humanity in fellowship, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with each other and with God. Thank you.
Please remain standing for our first hymn this morning. I find in the great hymn number 360, Here We Have Gathered. Thank you. Please be seated. I'm at the wrong mic. This is my first time back, so pardon me. Nothing happened. We're going to edit that out, right? We're not live. All right. If it is language that makes us human, one half of language is to listen. Silence can exist without speech, but speech cannot live without silence. Listen to the speech of others. Listen even more to their silence. We now have the opportunity to share our joys and concerns with one another. Maddie?
Easy one. It's good to be back and see everyone.
Indeed it is. So if you've never participated in this before, I see some new faces. You can volunteer to share either a joy or a concern, and some are a little bit of both. And we light a candle and we share those joys and concerns together as a community. Gray?
I mentioned this at the meeting last night, and for a lot of people. So it's pretty awesome to coming back with.
We missed you too, and welcome. Jude?
I won't go into specifics, but the madness of the world can not get at least.
A candle that the madness of the world may give us a little bit of a break, just now and then. Michelle?
Last New Year, cousin came on 47 2 weeks ago.
I'm very sorry. What was your cousin's name?
And
Anne. Susan?
I was thinking of Levi this morning, so I'd like to light a candle for her wherever she may be, someone she's in New York at.
To Levi and their next great step on life. Gray?
I know, not too much concern, but for the families of the people that have passed recently, and then I handle concern for somebody that is really struggling with addiction right now, and pretty worried about it.
For those we have lost, and for those in recovery. All right, and I will light one more for all those joys and concerns that we carry with us and may not be ready to share now or even ever. Let's now take a moment to, if you feel comfortable doing so, to close your eyes and just, if you haven't had a chance this morning to stop and ask yourself if you're breathing. Sometimes it's kind of a rush to get to church in the morning, especially if you haven't done it all summer. Take a second and observe maybe your first conscious breath this morning. Breathe in deeply. Hold it for a second. And then let it all the way out. We'll do that one more time. Breathe in deep. Hold it there in your lungs as long as you need to or want to, and let it out all the way out. Let it out so much that you feel your shoulders even drop a little and your chin come down a little bit. I'll let you keep breathing. To pray is to listen to the revelations of nature, to the meaning of events. To listen to music is to listen also to silence and to find the stillness deepened and enriched. Take another minute with your breathing. And then when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes if you haven't already. And you can remain seated as we now all join in the singing of hymn number 123, Spirit of Life. Rise in the sea, move in thy hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. The bowls are right here. We have a whole selection of them. So, the purpose of church is to encourage all who gather here to grow more generous in spirit and in action. This is the great end of all the world's faith traditions, to bring the human being closer to the divine by acts of creation and compassion. We now take an offering that allows us to exercise that all-important generosity of spirit, an offering that will support this self-supporting church and its many ministries. The gifts of the congregation will now be most gratefully received. Jude? Please stand as you're willing and able for the dedication of gifts. You'll find the words that we'll be singing in your order of service. Thank you. Please be seated. I now welcome up Vicky for the reading today, which comes from a UN Study Commission on Water. Do you want to read here? Just flip the page.
So these are selections taken from a UN study commissions on water. 884 million people in the world do not have access to safe drinking water. 2.6 billion people lack access to basic sanitation that translates to 40% of the world's population. On July 28, 2010, the United Nations General Assembly declared safe and clean drinking water and sanitation a human right essential to the full enjoyment of life and all other human rights. It means that access to safe water and basic sanitation is a legal entitlement rather than a commodity or service provided on a charitable basis. In November 2002, the UN Committee on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights adopted its General Comment number 15 on the right to water, stating that the human right to water entitles everyone to sufficient, safe, acceptable, physically accessible, and affordable water for personal and domestic uses. Universal access to sanitation is not only a fundamental for human dignity and privacy, but is one of the principal mechanisms for protecting the quality of water resources. Furthermore, in April 2011, the Human Rights Council stated that access to safe drinking water and sanitation is a human right, a right to life and to human dignity, and created the Human Right to Water and Sanitation to UN Water Decade Program on Advocacy and Communication and Water Supply and Sanitation Collaborative Council. Most of the people categorized as lacking access to clean water use about 5 liters a day, 1/10 of the average daily amount used in rich countries to flush toilets. 2006, most people needed at least 2 liters of safe water per capita per day for food preparation. The basic requirement of drinking water for a lactating woman engaged in even moderate physical activity is 7.5 liters a day. The water required for personal or domestic use must be safe, therefore free from microorganisms, chemical substances, and radiological hazards that constitute a threat to health. Measures of drinking water safety are usually defined by national and/or local standards. The World Health Organization's guidelines for drinking water quality provide a basis for the development of national standards that, if properly implemented, will ensure the safety of drinking water. Everyone is entitled to safe and adequate sanitation. Facilities must be situated where physical security can be safeguarded. Ensuring safe sanitation also requires substantial hygiene, education, and promotion. This means toilets must be available for use at all times of the day or night and must be hygienic, wastewater, and gonna try my best on this word, excreta safely disposed, and toilets constructed to prevent collapse. Services must ensure privacy, and water points should be positioned to enable use for personal hygiene, including menstrual hygiene. At any one time, close to half of all people in developing countries are suffering from health problems caused by poor water and sanitation. Together, unclean water and poor sanitation are the world's second biggest killer of children. It has been calculated that 443 million school days and work days are lost each year to water-related illnesses. Access to clean water is a human right, but it is not given.
Thank you.
And to sum it all up, I am grateful for water.
Thank you, Vicki. To reiterate the last point, access to clean water is a human right, but it is not a given. And today we are using it in the other sense of right, R-I-T-E, for our water communion. Water is sacred. It is life-giving. We spent our summers enjoying it a little more because of the summer heat. And now we return, much like evaporated water, returning as the rain condensated as we pour back into our faith community, and to be together again. We draw from many wells, from oceans and rivers, from lakes and streams, from the muddy Mississippi to the roaring Rio Grande, from faraway places and from the ponds and puddles in our own backyards. Yet all are refreshing. Each rivulet is cleansing, each capable of nurturing and sustaining life. As people of faith, we draw inspiration from many art and music, from conscience hearts, each satisfying thirst for meaning and the yearning for justice that rolls down like waters in the soul. The diversity of sources of water can represent the religious diversity that enlivens our Unitarian Universalist faith. Christian, you'll see the symbols right here behind me, Jewish, Buddhist, humanist, pagan, theist, feminist, Native American, Hindu, Muslim, Taoist. We bring our water into communion to share with one another, just as we pool the many insights that inform our own singular experience. For a droplet of water alone has no color. It remains clear and translucent, almost invisible. But in combination, the many drops together can create a brightly varied rainbow, unseen realities made real and present for all to witness. Before we begin our water communion, we'll sing hymn number 4, I Brought My Spirit to the Sea. Please stand as you're willing and able.
So just a quick raise of hands, how many people know this song? All right, so we're gonna learn it. I played this song, beautiful, but it can be confusing. It's got a simple vocal line, but very interesting words behind it. So really quick, I just want to run through the first 2 lines in unison. With the lyrics. It sounds like, I brought my spirit to the sea. I stood upon the shore. Pretty easy, right? Yeah. Let's try it again. 1, 2, go. I brought my spirit to the sea. I stood upon the shore. Now the next part sounds like this. I gazed upon infinity. I heard the waters roar. So all together. I gazed upon infinity. I heard the waters roar. You should start a choir. All right, I'm gonna play an intro and we're gonna go for it. I brought my spirit to the sea. I stood upon the shore.
You may be seated, and now we will begin our water communion. So each family or person can come up one at a time. We have water in a pitcher for those who forgot to bring water. I know my family's included in that. But you can explain either where the water you've brought came from in your summer adventures, or you can pour some symbolic water and explain the importance of that water from your summer as we all come back together again. Julie? All right.
Maggie, where are you? Maggie, wanna come home? All right, maybe she'll come, maybe she won't. We forgot our water, as Rick said, so this is representative of, how about our trip to P-Town? What did we do there? And what did we see? Whales. You want to tell them about the whales yourself? Our water is collected rainwater from yesterday's storm on our bellies. There's one forget-me-not flower in there, if I have to say. It's funny because we almost forgot.
Pour it right in the bowl. You pour all of it, or some of it, your choice. Okay, you can keep it. Thank you. Thank you, Maggie.
Hello, my name is Nick.
Hi, Nick.
It's my first time here. I haven't been to a church in a very long time, so this is very refreshing. My water is from a Brita filter and also some rainwater from this morning. But it symbolizes my new journey coming all the way from Nebraska to Massachusetts and making a new life in sobriety and recovery for myself.
Congratulations.
It's great. I forgot about the water until I was headed to pick everybody up, and fortunately it was raining, so it's a little bit of rainwater and a little bit of coffee from my morning's meeting. It symbolizes community, because the car ride was really special, and we all were able to participate together in it.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay, Joe.
This water is right here at home, in my new shower, thank you very much. When you go on vacation, it's always wonderful to come back.
Indeed.
I bought a new TV for me. This water is from Wilson Pond camping place in New Hampshire. Pond, tadpoles. How do you want this? You know?
This has to be vegan water.
Hi, friends. This summer we went to the beach, I think 5 times, and that's like the most I've ever done in one summer in my entire life. So it's a joy to have water nearby. Can you pour a little bit of this in here?
The campground we go to is on an Oxbow River. We always lose things there, and sometimes they turn up the next year, which is nice, but I lost the water. The nice thing about this river is that you can hop in the river and float downstream for an hour and go under a covered bridge and get out of the water and back to camp. So it's a nice symbolic drink. We were in a lot of water this summer. I don't want to give a whole list, but Maine, New Hampshire, swimming pools, and that had water. All of that. But camping in Maine on the waterfront, Flagstaff Lake, and then I wanted to add, Cape Cod. And one of my favorite restaurants in Bourne where was a day water comes in near the restaurant.
Well, aside from water from a pool, which I didn't open until midsummer. But Jean and I were privileged enough to feel the water of the ancient Aegean Sea. And as we got into it, we reflected on ancient civilizations and the water being near the Holy Land. And it just was very profound, and it's immensely salty, and you immediately float, bringing the essence of the Aegean Sea.
Me and Sandy didn't do a lot of traveling, so while you all were off playing, we were here watching Boston. And I have a town, we'll still be here with you. We need to go down to Plymouth.
I was fortunate enough to go again on a big extended family cruise. So this is a Caribbean, beautiful Caribbean blue water symbolically.
This water from our pool in our backyard next to the little running water. It represents a trip where Dad and I went on foot walks in Newport, Rhode Island. Pittsfield, New Hampshire, we went to the hot air balloon rally. Halton Bay, where we saw our first water ski show. And then the next day we went to a Neil Young concert. It also represents Oxwood, where we saw our niece's dance competition. And I watched in Plymouth with my cousins, where one of them had 5 grams around the lake, which was beautiful and terrifying at the same time. And I drove in Abington, where we had the church today.
Thank you all for sharing your water and your stories with this community. And once again, welcome back, everyone, and welcome if it's, again, your first time. We'll close today with our final hymn. It's a very musical service, number 1007, and it's in the teal hymnal, and I just realized there may not be enough copies around, so you may have to share. There's a river flowing in my soul. Please stand as you're willing and able. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul. It's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my heart. There's a river flowing in my heart. And it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my heart. The river flowing in my mind. There's a river flowing in my mind. And it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my mind. There's a river flowing in my flowing. There's a river flowing in my soul. Susan, would you like to come do the extinguishing? I'll do the words. Yeah, I do. Please remain standing. May our gathering together this morning be a blessing for one and all. May it inspire us to a year of hope and love and courageous faith. And may we walk that year in the full awareness, as often as possible, of the ties that bind each to all. Blessed be. Amen. And now recite with me the extinguishing words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Thank you. Maddie will play our postlude and then go in peace to coffee hour. If you're looking for the words, it's 1064 in the tail hymnal. Blue Boat Home.